fast family fun. Today is the big day. Today is the day we are officially testing the E36. I feel like we never named it. I called it like the competition chassis. I don't know, you guys have been following the story. We've been working our ass off on this thing, trying to get it ready to be, we'll call it comp drift car spec, grassroots comp drift car spec, right? Whatever. So we're here today at Englishtown, New Jersey at Raceway Park with Chris Knapp himself. Come here, buddy. Round of applause. We can edit that in, right? So Chris is the owner and operator of East Coast Drift School. So if you guys want to know how to drift on the East Coast, please hit him up. I'll put his in the description. You have an open schedule. You can bring your own car. You can rent. You rent cars, right?
It's bring your own.
Bring your own. Okay. Only bring your own. Yeah. Get a car ready, and Chris will let you drift around and help you out, help you set up your car, and
we'll do what we're doing today. I did a couple clicks and clacks up on some coilovers and stuff.
Today's a test and tune, right? So it's not to get some crazy tandems, do these backwards entry and stuff. No, it's to figure out what we can improve on the chassis, what I can improve as a driver, and see what we have to order and get this thing ready for the LZ Invitational. And Chris has set up a lot of different types of chassis before, so he's gonna be my little helper here to help figure this thing out if we can. So I'm nervous, I'm excited, it's gonna be a good day.
Remember.
What?
If you don't like it,
yeah,
it's not gonna hurt my feelings.
Yeah,
I'll just change it the other way.
It'll be perfect.
Probably like it.
It'll be great. And if I'm being stubborn, yell at me, all right? I know Spoon's gonna yell at me. It's gonna be a great day. But for now, let's get everything set up, figure out what all cameras are, and I just want to do a damn lap in this thing. We're about to go out for our first test hit, so we're gonna do like a little, just like half of the track, just to like really feel the car out. This is my first time sliding this thing. Like I did donuts in it, but that doesn't mean shit. So this thing hopefully doesn't drive me too crazy. It might be a little weird. I might be just screaming, not knowing what's going on. So if the video's a little weird for a couple minutes, just hang in there.
I'll make you look good.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll smooth it out. But I have no idea what to expect. I feel so out of place in this car. Everything about it is so different and feels so different from what I'm used to. So bear with me. I'll probably use a lot of e-brake just because I'm uncomfortable. I got to figure out where things are.
That's what today is for.
Don't judge me, all right? I'm going to feel it out. I'll get there. I'll get there. So nervous. I don't know why. Everything feels so different in this thing. I'll tell you what, these tires definitely aren't as grippy as the tires I had on Drift Week. Tires are cold, the track's cold, so it's gonna be it'll be a little loose. All right, let's feel it out. Different than anything I've ever filmed. That felt crazy. Oh my god. Okay, so it doesn't have a lot of side bite, as you might be able to tell for how like quickly it flicks into angle, and it has way more angle than I've ever had before. Holy shit, that's weird. I would love more side bite. Well, it's a lot different than anything I've ever felt before.
Oh, it looked like you felt different.
It needs way more. It doesn't have shit for side bite.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to just use the wheel speed to keep me on track and not the side bite.
Trust your forward bite.
Trust the forward bite, exactly.
Like, you go to enter and you feel like you're going off track, floor it.
Let me just get out there and actually like not be panicky.
Yeah, try it a couple more times. We'll add some grip to it after that.
Perfect. So fast, though. Slick. As you can tell, like the car is getting away from me a lot, and it's a little bit just not knowing how the car is going to respond. So I'm very like hesitant. Like I'll get on it and I'm like, okay, it's doing it. And then I hesitate and I back off. So I just gotta learn the chassis, that's all. Once I figure it out, it'll click.
I'm not going to tell you to drive differently because the car doesn't really have a whole lot of grip in it. We were pedaling it to like actually keep it on the track because it had that little grip.
You can see it though, right?
Oh, I can see it. Plain as day. Plain as day.
Grip is the issue right now. We don't have a lot of side bite. The car's really kind of wishy-washy, so we just lower the tire pressure because that's all we can do right now. So we're gonna go out and hopefully just be able to get on it, but also keep this damn thing on track because it gets out of hand so fast. Too bad. I think I need to change my Ackerman settings a little bit because my front end feels a little weird understeering, at least maybe not to my preference. If I just pedal it, but I shouldn't have to. I should be able to let this thing eat, so I'll figure it out. That's progress, that's progress. I have to baby it to keep it on track, but I think if I can get into more angle, I should be able to let the car eat a little bit more. Damn, I couldn't find third. It's just crazy how foreign all of this feels. Damn, I just went second to first. Classic Jimmy, right-hand drive, can't shift. Why can't I get in the third? I hate how little front grip this car has right now. Alright, we're just gonna keep figuring it out. I'm feeling it out. like how much the car is understeering on me.
We got a couple laps in. I'm figuring it out slowly. It's gonna take me a little while. Everything about this car feels so different, and right now the big thing is it just kind of has a lack of grip overall. I don't have the best front tires. I'm having a hard time kind of keeping it on track, but so be it. That's what today's for. Get some laps in, really feel the car out, dial it in. Just test and tune. First thing first issue we had, can't even talk because I'm so like yipped up over here, but the steering shaft just came loose. It's okay. How you doing, Spoon?
I'm alright.
Look who just showed up. Mr. Luke Fink himself. Da, 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 da.
G'day, sir.
Are you ever going home?
I just see BMX. Yours?
This is Spoons. Wanna play a game of bike?
Not on flat. Oh, I'm going home just before Christmas.
Okay, perfect.
Hanging out. I'm coming to LZ thing.
Yeah.
Adam's not going to let me drive in it.
He's not?
No, he said it's not fair.
That's a pretty good compliment.
I'll take it.
You know,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
but it hurts. Getting better with each lap, but I think my big issue now is the car doesn't really feel too planted. It feels pretty loose, which is surprising coming from a BMW. Wish I got better front tires, to be honest. That's what we're here for, to figure out what we should change and find the weak points of the car. And first one is, okay, so our Ackerman was moving on us. That should explain some front weird feel. So it caused the Ackerman to change and it towed out a little bit. I thought it felt a little funky, but I also thought it was me. That's what's hard about like kind of these moments and something. It's a fresh car. You're like, man, is that me or is that the car? It's a good day so far though. It might not look like I'm figuring it out, but I'm getting there slowly. So it's pretty loose. That's the biggest thing I noticed. And I can't tell if it's loose because the car is fast or if it's loose because because it's actually loose. I mean, the track's cold. My tires are
and they're about as low as I'd like to put them before risking pulling them off the wheel.
Exactly.
Chelsea on the blower.
He's
the BMW
we'll call Chelsea.
Thing.
100%. So huge shout out to Chelsea Noffa, by the way. I've asked him a lot of questions, and he's always done me really good. And he saved me a lot of time, a lot of trial and error. So thank you to Chelsea. We were checking the kit, and like we were guessing, it was on basically the lowest setting for Ackerman, which made the front end feel a little different than I'm used to. So we're gonna add some more Ackerman to it, so it's a little bit more steer happy and drift. Just check over everything real quick because this is the first time we've ever put in the car to this much abuse, and so far taking it pretty well. So we adjust Ackerman, we have to adjust toe. So let's see, quick easy fix. We'll toe out. Here, we brought the wrong toe plate, so we gotta eyeball this one. But I think if I trust anyone's eye on this, it's gonna be Luke's.
Be it, man. Keep going.
He goes, be it, man. That looks silly.
It's like this thing.
All right. We got the good old Luke Fink eyeball. Give it a go.
Who needs toe plates?
Who needs toe plates? Okay. New alignment up front. Let's see if it helps. Too much toe out. It has like a weird transition feel to it. The Ackerman feels better, but I think there's a little bit too much toe out because there's like this weird little dead area now. I'm getting there a little bit each time. It's like a whole different world. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a whole different style of driving. So change the tires. I'd like a little more grip. These end up on everything. I think these wheels have been on every car on at one point. it's hard to hurt my brain. Fresh set of tires. I think what I'm starting to realize is I feel like I don't know how to drive the car. I know that sounds silly because I don't know how to drift, but this is like this feels different than anything I've done before.
The setup that Chelsea's giving you is a comp style setup. So it's an extremely on throttle setup, and for the driving you're used to doing, coming off and back on, and you really don't have time for that with this setup.
All right, so Luke's gonna go out there with me and give me some pointers, and we'll dial in this driving style. We'll get it right.
Gear off throttle.
Okay.
So the car was sort of engine braking in, and then you were giving it a clutch kick, which was carrying the back around further.
Mr. Fink is going to drive it and let me know what he thinks, and honestly if I see how he does it, it'll allow me to kind of realize how I have to think driving this car, if that makes sense.
It's a bit laggy.
It is a little.
Fourth, right?
Yeah, that was fourth.
Oh, how like responsive it was on.
Yeah, it's okay. It's weird, it's like a light switch.
Yeah. What's your brake bias in this?
like a big SR.
It's such a light switch on and off, huh?
Yeah, it is.
The SR feels like more torquey than
yeah. Did it just, what? Oh, did it just die?
Yeah.
Did you hit this with your hands?
Was that off?
Yeah.
Did I turn it off?
You punch it?
I might have, yeah.
Oh, damn, all right.
Huh,
Nice.
that's a bad spot.
Hey, I guess it's a bad spot. I didn't think about that. This is the little things you have to think about in a comp car. That's funny. No biggie, we fix that. That's easy fix. Luke hit the kill switch during drift.
Turned it off because it's right there.
Look at it, look at it.
You know what I mean?
Right here,
Yeah.
also. You just, boom.
Oopsies.
I was like, oh no, what happened? The car just died.
Literally, as I went to grab fourth, I just went, tick, and I'm like, oh, this thing's not going anywhere. Because you really need, like, right in between third and fourth. is what
I know,
you
it needs
need.
like a 3.5 gear. You can feel it.
Even from the start line here, it's like you need that.
I know, you hit limiter like 20 feet short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job for how it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is right in between.
Yeah.
And realistically, you need to go sort of through that first corner, third, pick fourth, switch back into that like sort of wet section, down a gear, but then as soon as you get out of it, you kind of need to go up a gear. Just if you're going to drive here a bunch,
Yeah.
ratio swap.
Ratio swap, yeah.
For sure. Give you a slightly longer third or a slightly shorter again, and just so you can go third, fourth. You just need something in between. You need a, third and a half.
We need a 3.5 gear for this
Yeah.
track. That's fine. That's easy. We could re-gear. We knew the 391 was going to be pretty short to begin with anyways, but...
You go through that first corner and like I said, about halfway around, you want fourth.
And the car's not.
And then you switch back, and it's like you need third realistically through that part, especially mostly because it's wet.
Yeah.
So you're sort of on and off it, but it's very light switch.
Yeah.
She's like on power off. No, you're doing a good job for what it is, honestly.
Yeah,
Because
thank you.
it is a pain in the ass between gears.
Yeah. Even Luke was having a pretty hard time with it, and he was surprised. He said the chassis feels great, but he says the drivetrain's very it's like a light switch, right? It's like power's on or off, so it's very hard to tame. Boost does come in it's not that it comes in late, it just comes in out of nowhere. You know, it's not like this like nice ramp, and you would think Vanos wasn't working because Vanos gives us that little bit of low end that we were looking for, but everything checked out. It said it was working, so I don't know. Maybe I need to get back on the dyno and just do some more trial and error stuff. It's not easy to drive. It's not easy to drive. The chassis feels good, but it's hard to tame, that's for sure. But we're here, so I'm gonna keep going out there and get some laps in and see if I can figure it out a little bit better. I was so nervous to miss the e-brake, and I completely lost front grip during one transition. Everything. Like usually, like especially in a tandem, I'm just kind of like doing. I don't even know how to explain it. Like I see where I want to go and I do it. In this thing, it's a little like What if it doesn't do this? What if it doesn't do this? And then I hesitate and it kind of messes everything up. Way too aggressive. Shout out to Luke for being such an awesome driver. Something just broke. Damn, that was gonna be a good line.
Spoon to the rescue.
I want the transfer and nothing happened. Probably. SLR slipped out? Wow, there's a whole bunch of things just happened.
That bolt snapped, that's what failed.
Damn, that sucks. That felt like shit. Damn, that's not fun.
Whole lower control arm is off.
Yeah. My lower control arm just fell off. Yeah, I'll do it. Thank you so much for giving me those lines. I really needed that.
That's all good. My pleasure.
The stud that holds the lower control arm to the subframe broke. Too bad. It could have been worse. We only kind of scuffed it up a little bit. That's not bad. It's not bad. It could have been a lot worse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. You see that? Yeah, that's. That's. Yep. That is not supposed to happen. Thank God for that beefy ass sway bar and those beefy ass sway bar end links because it's holding the wheel in position. If it wasn't for that, this thing would have been. Yeah. Love that for me. Today was a good day. We learned some good things, we learned some bad things. I got a lot more comfortable with the car, that's for sure. From starting the day off, like feeling like I don't even know how to drift, like literally just like everything felt so new, to like actually holding it down. I think I did pretty good. I'm happy with it. It's not easy to drive. It's really, really not easy to drive, and I lack a lot of confidence in it just for obvious reasons. That's my first, I mean, not my first time drifting right-hand drive. Ireland was, but still, like, it's still new to me, and it's a brand new chassis. New build, new everything. I really want to see if I can get some more power down low on the thing. I'm not gonna put nitrous in it, don't say nitrous. It needs it too much for it to be nitrous, if that makes sense. We got the chassis feeling pretty good. I was pretty happy with it until this stud broke that holds lower to the subframe. Now, was it loose? I don't think so. It doesn't look like it was moving around in there. Did we over torque it? Maybe. That's all I'm thinking is maybe we over torqued it, because I don't see this fail a lot for many people. The SLR is a great kit, so I don't want people to think poorly of the SLR, but maybe we just over torqued it. We'll put this in the list of things to keep in the trailer. The car rips, and getting to chase Luke for a couple laps definitely helped me notice a couple things about the chassis, because it allowed me to do less thinking about like what I'm doing in the moment. We got some testing to do, we got some setup to do, but I'm happy with today. It felt good to drive the car. If it sounded awesome, the drivetrain slapped.
You had like a few really good laps. I'm like, oh wow, I think it's getting down.
Yeah, it's a different style of drifting. It's a whole different style of drifting. It's like, it's so hard to explain because it all looks the same on camera, right? One just looks like it makes more smoke and angle, right? But for now, we're freezing, we're hungry. Sorry if the footage is a little back and forth. I think we were more focused on just getting the car dialed in than anything else today, but Austin's gonna hold it down, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So for now, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more content, and Spoon,
have a good night.